President Draupadi Murmu met a group of IAS officers from the 2024 batch at Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi. Addressing the officers, the President said that the All India services, especially the IAS, have played a major role in the development of our country. Now that the country has entered into a higher orbit of development, the expectations from the officers are also higher. She also said that the objective of a democracy is to realize the aspirations of its people. These aspirations are articulated through their elected representatives. It is, therefore, the duty of officers to accord priority to the issues raised by these representatives in the interest of the public. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh held comprehensive bilateral discussions with the Minister of National Defence of Republic of Korea in Seoul. The two ministers reviewed the entire spectrum of defence cooperation and discussed ways to further expand collaboration in areas such as industry, production, maritime security, emerging technologies, military exchanges, logistics and regional security. Speaking on the occasion, Rajnath Singh said that young Indian entrepreneurs are increasingly contributing to advanced technology domains including unmanned systems, AI-enabled platforms, cyber security, advanced communications, and defense software systems. The future of India-Korea defense cooperation lies in innovation-led collaboration. Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare Jagat Prakash Nadda held a bilateral meeting with Helen Clark, Board Chair of the Partnership for Maternal, Newborn and Child Health on the sidelines of the 79th World Health Assembly in Geneva. During the meeting, the minister reaffirmed India's strong commitment towards advancing the global agenda for women's, children's and adolescents' health. Emphasizing India's achievements in public health, he stated that India has been the bed of innovation and delivering interventions at scale with equity and accessibility. He also said that we have kept the health of women, children and adolescents at the heart of our service delivery and sustainable development. Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Steel, H.D. Kumaraswamy chaired a high-level stakeholder consultation in New Delhi to encourage the wider adoption and deployment of electric buses and electric trucks across the country. Addressing the gathering, the minister underlined that electric buses are set to become the future backbone of passenger transportation in India, while electric trucks will play a transformative role in shaping the future of sustainable logistics and freight movement. Highlighting the importance of collaborative policymaking, the Union Minister said the government is committed to working hand-in-hand with operators and industry stakeholders to ensure that India's transition to electric mobility is practical, inclusive, and commercially sustainable. Union Minister of State for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh chaired the second meeting of the Hindi Advisory Committee organized by the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology in New Delhi. Addressing the gathering, the minister said that in a multilingual country like India, the official language is not merely an administrative subject, but also an important medium of national integration and communication. He emphasized that the objective of promoting Hindi should not be to create any linguistic pressure, but to encourage voluntary participation and practical usage.